Have you ever had a dreams that you had you could you do you want you could do so you do you could you want to
Shut the fuck.
Have you ever had a dreams that you could don't do could you don't do could you want don't do could you could you could don't do could you don't do could you want don't you could you want him to do you so much you could do anything?
I was just looking at the bumpers. This dog can't catch anything.
Fucking dog?
Yeah. We've all been there, man. Conscious dead.
My fucking dog can't catch anything.
Honestly, I didn't think you were even gonna like that.
I was dying the whole time. It's just the taco was just coming towards his face. That bitch was like this to try to catch him. I'm just like, you fucked that all up. You failed.
Dog is like, why you keep throwing fucking food on me?
Yes,
Christ.
wow.
Hey, I don't blame the dog. I blame the guys that kept eating for the dog's mouth.
No, fuck that dog. That dog is not doing what a dog is supposed to do. Catch food in its mouth. The bitch hungry, right? The bitch is hungry.
Fucking loud for me right now, man.
Yeah.
By the way, are you guys gonna do do the Bernie the weekend at Bernie's thing right now?
I tried, but man,
I already had to deal with that.
Yeah, we are wearing sunglasses and shit like that. No, we just cool.
So,
Here
Hey,
comes
guess what?
the
1,
big
2, 3, 3 glasses! Oh!
Oh shit!
Boo!
Oh my goodness, yes. No, man. Hey, I'm hungover too, right? I drink apple juice. Fucking coffee,
Ooh.
fucking
Ooh.
like, dude, you don't even understand.
Ooh.
I've been an adult this whole fucking week. It's been great. No, man, you take the floor, man. How you fucking doing? Do you have
I'm doing fucking great. Hey, people, welcome to the Midnight Chat Attack, the MC. Hey, we are still here. After Austin, no, shit didn't blow up. It's still here. It's still here.
That's because we kept you away from the microwave.
Brick by brick, post by post, like it is still here. We are still here for your viewing pleasure, so you can hop right in and talk with us and chill. Hopefully we got some newcomers that got a little bit of curious when we was down there in Austin, that got a little people curious and stuff like that. I know I was talking to a lot of toasties down there, and I just want to stop and say thank you to all the toasties that were just like lovely and just like had a really great time down there in the Austin party. Thank you for taking care of my dumb ass when I was not doing the right adult decisions. So, because I can admit it.
Fuck you. They were enabling all my bad decisions. Every time I went to that bar, I got fucking dragged out to either smoke or to the bar to get something to drink. Y'all are evil.
Dragged against your wants.
I was against my will. They hog-tied me at one point and put a funnel down my throat. It was horrible.
But that actually literally happened. We were trying to drag him out of a bar while somebody was trying to drag him in to get shots. We tried, man. We tried.
They
But,
put it
Caught me
out.
at the bathroom. And I couldn't
While we're
resist.
taking the toasties, I want to just shout out to Adrian. Thank you so much. When 90s missed his flight, she was able to kind of let him crash over at her place for the night. So
Yeah, and I
just
really
wanna thank
appreciate
Adrian
that
for
too, because 90s is a really goodwill individual. I'm just glad that she fucked him and everything. That's awesome. You know, he's just spending the night over there, you know, sleeping in her bed with her. That's so cool, so great. I hope.
Hey, at least you
that's-
can say she's been with Anthony Mackie.
Oh, that's racist. No, wait, no, Alan.
You say that, man, but then you look up like a picture of Anthony Mackie, and it
You
is
really-
like uncanny.
No, you're right. And you know what, dude? The ganja, like, that was fucked up, man, because honestly, something less racist would be, it looks like Viola Davis.
Nobody outside this call gets that joke. Okay?
Nobody else gets a joke, but you get it, and I love that. That was just for you. Alan thinks every black woman is Viola Davis, and it's beautiful.
No, that's not what happened. It was like two separate instances, and I'm still pretty sure about the first one.
Okay, we need to have a show where every Wednesday we do like a highlight video, whatever, like an off the clock, and just explaining like inside jokes. Like we gotta do that. And once
Just bring out a
episode's
fucking
supposed to be
chart that has like connection to all different jokes and like stuff we did before the MCA.
Most all of which start with ganja.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Goodman's a fucking asshole.
Man, that was the greatest. All right, I want to explain this picture. What happened was everyone had took an early flight, and we were all ready to pass out, and we had fucked up and gone to the house further down, Nick. And we ended up running to like this most racist white dude that was basically chasing us from the bottom of his yard all the way to the top of the hill, talking about, "I'm gonna call the cops, private property, sir, it's private property." I'm like, "I know, man, I'm lost. Just stop chasing me."
Oh man, no. That's the thing, man.
Damn.
Texas is one of those places where I always get scared when you guys go out there because I'm just like, dude, every one of my friends is black for the most part.
They're all
you guys
gonna
are all
come
in
back
danger.
shot.
Nick, now you know how I felt when I wanted to talk shit to the dude, and I realized when I looked around, like, "Oh no, don't do that."
Yeah, exactly.
You got cussed out by a Lyft driver too, so that happened on the last day as well.
Oh,
And
yeah,
and
yeah.
y'all know how peaceful I am too. Like I was trying to handle that shit diplomatically as I possibly
Hey
could.
man, I know what you're up to, Anthony. I know what you're up to, man.
I know what you're up to, man. You're doing this
You're
shit,
trying to
man.
get a Lyft
I know
call?
what you're doing.
You're trying to-
I know what you're doing.
Trying
I'm
to
like,
travel, motherfucker.
exactly. I was like, you must know something I don't.
I already know you ain't going to tip.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
and
that
hey, Milo, I'm sorry, man. I would let you in. Maybe in the after hours you can come and everything, but you fucking drunk, and I swear, like, these motherfuckers might be hungover, but I'm just... Hungover is, like, my average. Like, I'm just always in that mode of headache-induced fucking pain. And
Neck pains, my ass is sore, the whole
Dude,
good
I'm
pains.
fucking old, dude. I got that life alert around my fucking neck, dude. You know, like...
Man, I'm sure I developed hemorrhoids. I need creams.
Oh, Jesus.
Nick is hung over all this bullshit.
I know, but you know what, Milo? No, man, if you sober up a little bit, you go ahead and give me a fucking rain a ding ding, okay? You can message me.
Hey, if he does sober up, Nick, tell him what he's in for, though. Tell him Milo what he's in for.
Well, you know what? Okay, no, I'll tell him, and then you tell him how to get in here because
I
he's
can
gonna
do
be
that. I
interested.
can do that.
He's gonna be interested, man. He's gonna want to come in. And let me just. I'm trying to figure out a way to keep this going, actually, because I did not look up
That's
the
what she
YouTube
said.
page. And I'm trying to stall, honestly. I'm really trying to stall here. I'm pulling that Nick Diaz ain't done shit. Here we go, bam! There we go, yes. And there's that type of profile. By the way, I love that fucking artwork you did there, Anthony. People need to really check out his thumbnails more often. Very, very good job. I appreciate it. Every time I do one, you put that shit on your fucking little virtual refrigerator.
You can't let that go.
No, I can't fucking let that shit go. I try my best. No, listen, you know what? I need to talk. Because here's the thing, people. Put my fucking face. I made a fucking Photoshop thing, spent like an hour and a half on that shit. And this motherfucker Anthony goes like, no, it's good, man. It's good. Yeah. I'm going to put it on my... And literally this motherfucker made a virtual refrigerator and hung that shit up within Photoshop. So fuck you.
He did that to me too, but I ain't mad. I was proud. He put a gold star next to mine. Thank you, Anthony.
Mine did. My shit didn't have the sticky thing. That shit fell on the floor.
Of a virtual fridge?
Dude, Alan, he made a fucking fridge in Photoshop, dude, and put my shit up on there. Underneath ganjas.
Hey, I did it with care. I even put like a little love you know. It was like, hey, from Nick. I was just like, oh, I know that.
The way he kept it on is he put a fucking, like, one of those, like, sticky things from Domino's, like that. He put that shit on there. People don't do that shit anymore, do they? That's like an old person
I don't
thing.
think they do. I don't think they. Yeah, that shit is old school.
Back in the 90s.
Yeah, back in the 90s.
But you know one thing we can't. we can't put on that virtual refrigerator, the YouTube channel, and the itinerary.
Oh, the itinerary. The itinerary is we don't got one.
Uh.
Tonight we're gonna be talking about Walmart fucking up, honestly. I mean, we talked about that in the Sunrise Chat Attack. That's something I should be looking up right now. Is my own personal fucking Facebook. But you guys go to my personal Facebook. It's facebook.com/Nick Diaz 602 double toasted. You'll fucking find the shit. But we do the Sunrise Chat Attack, and we touch on a lot of topics that we're gonna be retouching on today. If you want to join in on that shit, message me personally, and I will bring you on so we can fucking talk to each other and have a good old time. But Anthony Wilson, tonight, a lot of it's about Double Toasted and the anniversary party. And people are expecting like some kind of fucking thing here. I don't know what the fuck they're expecting, but if Corey Gowen comes on, we will talk about whatever you want to talk about. And if you guys were actually at the party too, we want to see how you guys felt during the party. Like Adrian, I know she was there. Justin Zarian.
Oh yeah, Jason.
Lots of people. So
no, it was a lot of surprises. Like even like lurkers in the chat that normally don't come on the MCA, but that you do see in the chat if you do participate a lot. Like Coward to the 99 was there, and D-Man.
Yeah.
Like D-Man out of all people was there, and they like noticed me.
Krishana was even there.
Yeah, he said he was singing.
Yeah.
Wait, who was it? Rashad?
Krishna.
Krishna Nadal. I don't know how to pronounce his name properly. I'm gonna butcher it. I'm sorry.
Was Byron there? Brian Espinoza?
No, Byron. Yeah, no, Byron was there, stuff like that. I got his ass too. I was just like, motherfucker, make that mixtape, because me and you, Nick, we had like used some of his music on the bumpers, and we always like, damn, this is some good ass fucking music. So I got in that ass. I was like, dude.
Wait, you got on that ass or you got in that ass?
I got both. I got like right on the cheeks. I rubbed that shit with Vicks.
Dude, you put a pair of glasses on that ass.
Oh no, not Vicks paper rub. That shit burns. What are you talking about?
Right on them cheeks, and I was like, make that mixtape for me, baby.
Nah, man, that shit hurts. What?
No, I'm pondering of Alan. I'm just like, dude, like I know it's not right to be against gayness, but this shit is fucking extreme.
Well, no, Alan's had Vicks paper up in his ass. He's having a Vietnam flashback right now.
It's like just all in there. But no, people, if you want to hear
burning
more,
and cooling sensation, Alan. Burning and cooling.
If you want to hear more about that burning sensation, people, I want you to look on the left side of your screen. It's gonna be like this box. It's gonna be blinking red and yellow, like your ass. If it does have that burning sensation.
Dude, it's like alert, caution, alert, fucking caution.
Exactly. It's like that Beyonce video. Don't you ring the alarm? But I'll be damned if I see another Google links in your arms or something like that.
I will fucking kill you.
That was not bad.
You are an idiot, my friend.
Those motherfucking rules, Concha.
Rule number 1, do not make your own lyrics for songs that exist. Rule number 2, newcomers, join the call first. We like to see those new fresh smelling spaces, so bring them on. So hit me, Anthony, or Alan inside the PM system so we can get you onto the show. Rule number 2, do not talk over each other. Jesus Christ, my hangover, Nick. It's just plainly rude and ruins audio quality for later viewing. Rule number 3, please no nudity. It's a rule. Keep the titties to yourself. Rule number 4, do not give anyone else the link. We have the planned show, and that comes who comes on. So if you hand out the link without us knowing, we're going to kick both your asses out. Rule the rule. Read the rules, and what happened? Help me. I'm hungover. My body hurts.
The rules and say your shit right.
Help me,
Don't be a dick,
Don't
motherfuckers.
be a dick. By the way, you guys probably asking, where's Allie at? Well, Allie is lost in Austin somewhere. So if you guys can figure it out.
You joke, but that, oh my god, the amount of times. I swear to God, by night 3, I wanted a leash on all of them. These guys just disappear into corners, and you don't see them for like another half an hour.
Hey,
Well, you
fuck
can't
you.
see 'em
I'm
'cause there's like
always
20
next to
guys
my
to do
trusty
it.
dumpster.
No, so
There are
here's
like
the thing.
4 dumpsters at one club, man.
No, the thing is, you can't find Allie or any girl in part of this community because there's like 20 fucking dudes around. Like, hey, what are you doing? Like,
Oh god.
yeah, man, you fucking toasties are thirsty as fuck. I think everybody on here should have like a fucking goal set, right? And we'll do like a top 10. Someone gets a fucking chick. You guys need to go out there and find some women. What the fuck? Man, the thirstiness is insane to me. I mean, I can be thirsty sometimes too. Adrian, hey, dick pics, right? Like, you enjoy them. But I never did send her one, but I'm probably going to do it tonight. I'm sorry. I had to do it, Adrian. It's been too long, you know? You would have seen it if I was there in fucking real life, so. But, yeah, man.
Yeah, people was asking for you too, Nick. Like a couple of people was
I don't
asking.
give a fuck.
Just like,
Yeah, they're wondering where you were.
yeah, it was just like, where's Nick? Where's Nick? I really wanted to see him. Although, I want to see him because we want to start drama. But yeah, I still want to see him.
Yeah, people want to see me like they wanted to see Jet. Like, what the fuck does Nick look like? You guys know. Have you seen a fucking donkey? Yes. There you fucking
Oh, don't do that to yourself, sweetie.
No,
I'm sure you
that
look
skull,
fine.
motherfucker. That is
Dude, I looked like this the whole weekend. You're an improvement. Trust me.
Bitch, you're covering one eye with that fucking fine-ass emo look. Like, don't you fucking...
Are you trying to fuck out? What the fuck?
Hell yeah!
The thirst is real, yo.
Dude, I'm gonna grab that fucking side comb thingy and just, like, wrap this shit around his head. Just, like, go to town, you know what I'm saying? But anyways,
He's always had a thing for Spider-Man 3, man. Just let it have it.
Man, I'm gonna turn that ass into a fucking second prequel, I swear to God. But, hey... Anthony, I don't know if Anthony's looking at the chat like what the fuck's going on, or he's just
both. I'm just confused about both, but apparently, like, I hate to do this, but like for some reason, like, fix your fucking site, Corey, because I can't send PMs for some reason.
Neither can I. I don't know why.
Okay,
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I'll try here. People, so
The show just dies.
If I come in here and give you guys a link, you guys better fucking answer that shit, and you guys better be having a fucking good time. All right, goddammit.
Ooh, you better fucking have a good time, bitch. Yeah, fuck. The fuck?
What the fuck are you doing over here?
Yeah. God damn it.
Oh, you know what? You're right. It says private chat with this user is not allowed. Let me show you the
Wait,
screen
is it
here.
just with Adria or is it anyone else?
No, it's everybody. It's like that for
Okay,
everybody.
well, I have no fucking idea. I'm gonna try like coming back.
Facebook.
Wow.
To the Facebooks.
By the way, Tay, man,
That would work.
you're messing with a dangerous situation, Tay, saying I'm a cutie. You know, I will fucking
Ooh,
girl.
girl.
You ever had a 45-minute workout in the nether regions? I will fucking fuck you, Skull.
Yeah, Skull. That's a big words coming from Skull, who never shows his fucking face.
Yeah, and then me, Michael Jordan gets in the way trying to help me. I was like, no, I got this, brother.
It's like, I got you, Phil. I got you.
Oh man, you know who doesn't got?
Who
Fuck,
doesn't?
that was
That was a
bad.
sentence.
Those are words that were done incorrectly. But someone who doesn't got you, or someone probably has you too much. Walmart, man, over here. So this is a different story because the one I saw. Oh, here it is, the picture.
Yeah.
Man, this
Oh,
fucking
school
thing.
year like a
I thought
hero.
that was photoshopped. I did not think that was fucking real.
No, you know what I think? I think, and I said this in the Sunrise Chat Attack, and I'll just say my shit really quick. I'm not going to go for the comedic value here. Just trying to look at the shit. I think someone was mad at their fucking boss, and they're like, you know what I'm going to do, man? I'm going to go put that fucking thing hanging up there, get my family member to come over here and take a picture and say, what's wrong with this store? You guys are so rude. And that motherfucker, like, tried to get somebody in trouble, whatever the fuck. Like, that's how I feel. I don't know. But Ganja, like, when you first saw this, what did you feel, man? Like, have you ever seen anything that's equivalent to, like, how insane this situation is?
See, when I saw this, it wasn't a huge surprise because this tends to happen every year. Back to school shopping, you always get an employee that doesn't give a fuck. So what I did is, you could look inside, the great old trusty Google Docs. I found a bunch of examples of times that Clarks just didn't give a fuck and just put the advertisement wherever they want. And it seems to be a lot of sexual innuendos for some reason.
What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Like for the first one, if you click on it, like it literally has set them up for success, and it's just all condom brands for the first half.
Dude, okay, yeah.
set them up for success.
And what the fuck?
You know what I never understood about people that do this? Like, you have a job. There are 800 motherfuckers that will kill you for that same job. Why are you not going to care about making money? Like, I never understood that. Like, even if you hate your job, like, do your job.
Yeah.
As my mom would always say, when every time she gets something like default, like fucked up or something, like something comes back fucked up, she'd be like, "Fucking interns, man, fucking interns."
Yeah.
Yeah, but interns
interns.
don't get paid. Like, that you can be pissed off there. You're doing work for free.
Yeah, but like here's the thing that's great too, because Ganja also put this one up. This shit's fucking hilarious. A back to school option plus pregnancy test. What the fuck, man?
Hey,
man.
$4.99. That's a good deal, man.
Because here's the thing, that's not misplaced. That's honestly not misplaced right there. They literally have a fucking tag that says back to school on it.
Hey, rollback deals, man. They
The
go
rollback
everything.
I want to go to whatever college that's next to this fucking store because there's a reason why that shit's there, man.
So if there's nothing more American than schools, than your semi-automatic weaponry, and of course your pregnancy tests. So people, when you go back to
Well,
school,
no, you need a Bible there. They're on sale too.
make sure you shoot a lot, aim high with both your dick
Well, that's
and your
But make sure you don't hit it.
That's the point of the condom, so you don't hit anything when you shoot.
Yeah. So yeah, just It's just, like, because we talked about this on the Sunrise Shut Attack too, Dick. Like how they be doing like this shit too with like holidays and shit like that. Like hey, they did it with like 9/11 with like pot kids and shit like that, or like mattresses sales. Like this shit is just so insensitive. These two things just don't fucking correlate. Or just Walmart is just really just trying to move product and they just don't give a shit. So like, and granted, we all like served our American duty too, because like we say, back to school, it's August. We went to the shooting range as well and shot some guns too. So maybe we agree with these guys.
That was awesome.
Yeah, no, what you said, Nick. Like I don't love guns that much. Am I that much of a psychopath? That right away, Alan was like, Nick.
Yes, you are.
No, I said nice because I was there too.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you said my name. I don't know. I'm fucking crazy.
No, you should go to the.
I heard him say Nick too. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, did I?
Backpedal faster, motherfucker.
I know. I want to get my fucking gun. Like, wait, what? Fucking. Hey, Adrian. Sorry, I'm cheating on you today. By the way, I
know, right? What the fuck? That's okay. I got plenty of other guys to hook up with. So.
Oh yeah, I'll go get ladies. Like, hey, girl. So thanks for letting me sleep
hey,
on the couch.
God damn it, guys! Nothing happened.
So I was trying to get Poco, and now I'm gonna poke your gold. Yeah,
I can't believe she's like denying his penis that much in the sense like, no, don't act like you didn't feel nothing, goddammit. Like she.
Niggas is like, hey, you felt that shit in VR.
Yeah, I care about virtual reality.
Yeah. Is it alright if I think you blazing?
I'll drop some flames all over that ass.
Oh my god.
God damn.
Oh fucking 90s, man.
At least Nutty is alive. That's
Yeah,
right.
right. Trust me, despite his best efforts, he did survive Austin.
He did. Oh my god, that was. Man,
I'm surprised
that's
that
crazy.
was able to find him. That motherfucker gets lost every 10 fucking minutes.
You
like,
joke,
I
man.
just want to prove that it's not me. He's like a toddler. We need to put a leash on him.
No, it's still your fault because I had to keep an eye on him. Because you were keeping an eye.
Hey,
And me too.
motherfucker,
Saturday
you
night.
keep
My
an eye on
god.
him that last night. He was fucked up.
What are you talking about? I'm the reason he got home alive.
See, I was fucked up too, man. So why you bring up shit?
Like, I'm not getting that shit.
Actually, I want to talk to you right now, Ruthless. Why did you get my buddy kicked out the club the second night?
uh-oh.
What are you
Oh
talking
yeah,
about?
that was the second night.
It was literally the
Wait, what
second night of the DT party. You got my man Anthony here so drunk he couldn't come back to the bar.
Okay, he did do
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It was no.
Whoa. Let's set this entirely straight. Here's exactly what occurred. Anthony came over to hang out with us at the condo, and he tried some alcohol that I brought from a friend of mine from India. And after he tried some that I made for him, he later decided to keep drinking, even though I told him, be careful, you need to not do this. When you obey rules, just like Ganja's rules, do not disobey my rules of drinking. It will get you in a very fucked up situation very fast.
Very bad time. You will have a very bad time. And like I said, thanks to Esther and Tiffany. I don't know if they're watching or whatever, but bless their hearts because, like I said, they had pretty much got me because I couldn't even go back into the bar. Like they was like, no, he's fucked
Well,
up.
yeah, because two guys had to carry you in. Like,
Which I was like,
Dude.
this was like this vegan barbecue thing. Like it was like this truck stand or whatever, and like across the street with this like pub or whatever. I think it was called like the Duck and Dog.
Dog and Duck or something.
Yeah, Dog or something like that. And I was just sitting right there. I was just chilling. I was just posting. I was just like, hey, people, just let me sit right here. Let me chill. Let me just coast on this. I'm having a great time. Let me just coast. I wasn't like willing to do anything, but everybody wanted to pick me up, try to give me some water, which I appreciate. Don't get me wrong. I really do appreciate that. And I really do. Like, I love the toasters for that. Like they was actually caring about my well-being. Even Dimitri was the one that actually had got me a cup of water. And I was not expecting that too, because he seems like to be like one of the popular toasters. So he was just like, I was just surprised that he was just like, no, let me help you out, buddy. So thanks to all you guys for giving me like a cup of water. But I was ready to just coast. But then all that shit, then we kind of just made a scene. And the only reason why I went with Tiffany and stuff like that is because Martin was pretty much like on the other side saying, hey, Anthony, go with them. Go with them. They will fucking take care of you.
Bad boy, Anthony.
Say what you really said. Say what he really said. Take your ass home.
Yeah, take and I was like,
I
I was just kind of just happy that he was just talking to me, period, because like prior, they was joking to me about the fucking folding paper and shit. Like, which motherfuckers, y'all need to give this shit up already. It's fucking old.
That'll
Like, it's
never
been
get
a
let
year.
go. You remember what Chicago John did during the Toasty Awards?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was
but
awesome.
apparently that was a shout out to me. Like he got like
What?
a Wiki Kid poster and he folded that shit in half, and I guess that was like a praise to me or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm just
it's
like,
in honor of you or something.
okay, whatever. But like that's the only reason why I had left, because Martin was just like, yeah, get your ass in the car, they'll take care of you. And like I said, thank God to Tiffany and Esther for actually just having me go back to the Airbnb and shit like that. And I didn't want to complain and shit like that, because Ruthless, how the fuck do y'all sleep on 6th Street? Because that shit is just like all fucking night. And just imagine having a hangover, having a fucking huge headache, just hearing that shit. Hey, y'all ready to party?
That
When
threw
you're
me
ready
the
to
fuck
pass
off.
out.
I love the
beat puts you
fact
to
that
sleep.
I have the calmest Airbnb.
That threw me the fuck off because I woke up the next morning because trust me, it wasn't a safe night for the rest of us either. So I wake up and I see Anthony. I'm like, how the fuck did you get here? I still expected you to be somewhere else.
I was just like, hey, Lyft is not that hard to use.
Nah, man, my favorite is fucking 90s. Every time we got drunk towards the end of the night, finding food out of nowhere. I never see him get in line, Nick, but he always shows up. Yeah, man. So I got the sandwich over by there. Yeah.
No, you know what threw me off? So one morning, we got Whataburger, right? We're all eating. We finished eating. I throw out all the garbage. I throw out everything. There's no more food left. Everything's in the garbage. We got rid of everything. An hour later, he just has a Whataburger sandwich. And I'm looking at him going, I threw everything out. How do you still have a sandwich?
You had to go through the trash to get that. You wrote it.
No, actually,
there's
he
not
has
even
some room in
anything
his
in
cachet, like fucking Resident
You gotta
that makes so much sense, man.
Nick, you gotta right click 90s and plus delete cookies.
yeah.
It's actual fucking cookies. That's the sad part.
Dude, it's like Grand Theft Auto 5 when you go buy something at the store and it goes into your inventory. He just like held the select button and went to the fucking.
It was so weird, man.
My favorite is we were partying on Saturday night. We were at the Shakespeare pub, and Alan gets a text from 90. He's like, "Hey, I'm walking around." Alan's freaking out. Where are you walking? Where's he going? Is he lost? And I was just looking. I was like, "Oh, hold on. This is 90s language. I'm walking around. I'll be fine." Yeah, man, he's fine. He's just doing that bullshit. We'll see him in like an hour.
No, dude,
That was
do you
the
not
first
read
night.
his text
That was
in his
ridiculous.
voice?
Yeah, I read everything in his voice now. That's kind of
Read that shit out loud. It was hilarious.
No, especially when he texting you like existential shit too, because like we were supposed to all meet up at Voodoo Donuts because he had forgot his ID because he couldn't go to like El Sino Caminos or whatever because he like forgot his ID.
Casino
Like,
Camino.
I don't fuck with that voodoo.
all meet up at like Voodoo Donuts, and I'm like, dude, are you on your way and shit like that? He was just like, no, I'm not lost. I'm just not found. I'm just like,
Oh
bitch.
God, he does that shit.
It's like,
God damn it! It got to the point like because Ganja was getting pissed at me because at every single party, my entire thing, I would just bounce to every single like group of people that I knew, and I was starting to buck Ganja. But to which I had to explain to everybody, I was keeping an eye on everybody that I knew because people got lost quick, including 90s and Anthony.
Hey, me and you also got lost on 6th Street too, because I think we was both staying at the
yeah.
Violet Crown, and we was just because I was just chilling because my stomach, that heat, I don't know, like I just gotta really get used to like heat and stuff like that because it was just totally just messing up my stomach. So I just wanted to stay there, just drink a Coke and a smile and just be happy. And then apparently just me and Alan just like lost like 45 people, like just walking down the street. We had no
stayed for
idea.
5 minutes, like so. What happened was it was the pub crawl night, and I wasn't really doing anything, so I was just chilling with Anthony. And we stayed for maybe 5 minutes, and the entire crowd went down. But then when we started calling Ellie and Ganja, apparently they like somehow teleported all the way to the Shakespeare pub. So we had to walk like 15 minutes, and it was crazy. We were walking through, like they closed off part of the street. There was just people walking. What is with Austin and Pizza, man? I think we were taking video of it, and it's like every 3 feet there's a fucking pizza store.
Don't forget the like Mal, like dude, like Nick. Do you remember that scene in Jurassic Park 3 where they're like looking for the phone and they're just like going through shit? Just imagine that on 6th Street, just huge piles of horse shit.
Oh
yeah, mounds of the shit,
Dude,
actual horse shit, like just huge mounds of the shit. I'm just
Oh,
like,
because there are cops on horses, and I was telling Ganja, I'm like, if those cops come after us, I give up, man. I am not having cavalry units run us down. I give up.
I'm more scared of the cops or the horse.
I think he's more scared of the horse.
Come on, man. I'm Arab, man. I can't have people running up on me in horses, man.
Can you imagine that? No, you know what it is? Alan's scared because I do Mr. Horse. Like, I'm gonna fuck you, Alan. Oh, fuck you.
I'm about to make
we're coming for you, Alan.
boy.
You know what's funny, man? I didn't get a single Mr. Horse the entire week. I got a lot of Jurassic Park 3, but not a single Mr. Horse.
You're under arrest, Alan.
yeah, exactly. He was just scared the entire time. And tell me, And this is kind of like a slight tangent too, because I don't remember this the first time that I went. Maybe I like just was not paying attention. But what the fuck is up with Austin and cockroaches? They were every fucking where. Everywhere.
The first time I ever saw a cockroach in my life, and I stomped the fuck out of it.
No, you danced on that shit. You was just like, fuck you, spin. I was just like, okay. So I do like ballerina and shit like that.
We have that recorded too.
No, hey, dude, he's a real man then, because I honestly, dude, I have trouble even stepping on cockroaches. Like, I need a spray that shoots fucking far. Like, I cannot.
Dude, we have that recorded. Like, not me stepping on, but we recorded just jumping on it and doing a fucking spin.
Oh, fuck that. That cockroach picked the wrong fucking day.
It was pretty much our cockroach like killer, man. Because like even 90s when we came back to Ganja's Airbnb, they was just like, hey, cockroach, you gonna handle that, Alan? He was just like, let me do it.
Man, that Airbnb started having a fucking pest infestation.
Oh
last
god, yeah,
days.
ants everywhere, man.
Fucking ants.
Okay, that was us. That was all us.
No,
Because
it was not us. That was there
no,
from when we got there.
no.
What are you gonna blame me for a scorpion too? I found in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I killed a
What the
scorpion.
fuck?
too. I killed a scorpion, man.
Dude, okay, that's what fucking place did you get hooked up in, bro?
Apparently,
Hey man, we were in the outback.
Anybody want to talk shit about my locations anymore? Yeah. Ganja had scorpions in this fucking room.
Hey, that's right. They were smoked out. They were very docile.
Dude, Ganja, I was gonna if I went, I was gonna like chill at your place a couple nights if I would have went, and I would have brought in hookers and shit. Never mind.
Somebody would have been
okay, calm down. It wasn't like infested, like we were fighting off like Resident Evil style.
I know you motherfuckers are getting experience points.
Nick, I was like the cover of Resident Evil 1, director's cut, just a big giant spider coming down. I had a shotgun. Ah!
I know, like default Ryan Allen's like biohazard.
Scorpions. No, but like the ants was our fucking fault because we left out that fucking like Krispy Kreme.
No, that was afterwards. There were ants just hanging around the side that I had to clean up. Like day one, there was just a bunch of ants. I had to stomp the fuck out of them and clean them out. That happened as well. Like there were ants already infested. We made it worse by having food in the fucking place.
Yeah,
But
we made it
there were
worse.
But there's still ants there though.
Yeah,
Like ants were still a problem. It's just we accidentally left like one donut out, and a bunch of ants just migrated to try to steal it.
Man, was that delicious? That's fucking donut. Those ants were like, hey, yo.
It was.
Oh man, the
Get
best
out
part
of
is
here.
90s fucked up and had a piece of gum in his pants and left it on the floor. So he literally had to spend like 5 minutes shaking ants out of his
God, you
pants.
fucking babies,
Oh my
kids.
god.
Jesus.
Wait, pause everything. Milo, that was fucking terrible. He was like Anthony, more like Snake, or whatever the fuck he was just saying.
Yeah,
It
that
was
shit
like,
was bad.
bad.
Oh.
Get out. Get out.
Famous motherfucker.
The only thing worse than puns are shitty puns that make no sense.
Yeah.
You know all
No,
about
I
that,
have
huh?
no
No.
idea even what those are, Alan.
No, we even like it was like geckos and like lizards and shit like
I
that.
wish I
like,
killed
just
that
walking
gecko, man.
around.
Oh,
Why?
you guys gotta fuck with car insurance for,
What's,
man.
fuck you, Nick. I was
Bro,
gonna
I'm
make
trying
that
to take
same joke.
50% of my car insurance, man. Come on.
Yeah, well, it
It's
should be
good to be in
higher.
my fam,
so.
man.
I would have too, but there was a giant spider's like web in my way, and I was still myself enough to not go into a web of spiders.
So wait. You were afraid not of the spider, but of a web?
No, there were spiders in the web. There's like 6 of them.
Yeah, honestly, webs are scary, bro. I'm sorry, but like,
Okay.
this shit gets stuck to your hand
Man,
and everything.
y'all
You don't know what the
make
fuck
it
those
sound
spiders been doing there, wiping their balls on it and shit.
Ew.
Anyway, what? What are you saying?
I said y'all make it sound like we were in the jungle or some shit.
We were. Did you
I
hear
know
the
why
fucking
Gun's
crickets there?
offended because he
No,
spent the
because
money on
even
this shit.
Jess in the chat, like, yeah, we saw lizards run across the driveway. I missed that pack of lizards.
No, like I wish we had like footage ready because like I was telling people they was like, hey, where y'all stand? Because the place was out in Clifton somewhere, and I'm just like, no, this no longer looks like fucking Austin. This looks like we're fucking Cuba somewhere. Like we're in the
Dude,
hills. Like
we
I was
were
looking
at
at
a
like Columbia Coffee.
We were beside a forest, like a straight forest, and my first words were, "If Gary showed up to the MCA, he can bury us right here."
They woke up in the morning like, damn, I think Ganja kidnapped us in Havana. His dreams come true.
Can you imagine Gary fucking
Yes.
man? I don't want. I'm
Oh,
sorry, like,
God.
Gary. If you're watching this, dude, I love you, dude. You're fucking cool, but I do not want to meet you. That shit was so fucking scary.
Oh,
Even if we were getting along, everything was cool. I'd still be looking over my shoulder, like, dude, what the fuck is he about to do? Like, Gary will fucking kill me. Like,
but All joking aside, with the place we were staying, it was a great place. We had a lot of fun. We managed to. It took us a couple of days, but we were able to play Mario Kart on a 60-inch, which was fucking amazing. We had Gertz over and Goodwin were playing.
Oh man, that was so beautiful watching you get spanked by Gertz over and over again.
Hey, that was Anthony. Anthony lost.
Oh wait,
to Gertz.
Mario Kart just in general.
Oh, Super Smash Brothers, because these guys are gods of Smash Brothers. But I saw them lose their golden throne that time.
Oh, bitchy.
Okay, it was one hit. And I like to see your bitch ass pick up the controller.
Hey, I did. I was the first one dead. with
Exactly,
respect.
you lost.
You did not.
I died first with honor.
Like, you told me talking that shit be the first one to fucking die in the game. Get the fuck out. No, but it was fun. Like to play Gertz and Smash and stuff like that. Me and Alan finally, after all that shit talking, Alan finally lost to the king of Smash. So it's okay.
Hey,
It's
Alan,
okay.
Can you just give me some advice? You gotta stop talking shit to people about video games, man.
Exactly, man. Every time he does that shit, like you with Mortal Kombat X, Trey with Injustice, every time he fucking does this shit. I'm sorry, Alan. I beat this motherfucker with the gamepad with Jigglypuff. Stop.
Don't do it, Birdman. You're too tall.
Alan has been video game shamed.
I was like, man, that bird's like, wait, they're still talking shit about you.
Don't go anywhere, Alan. They're still talking major shit. Look,
I know.
goddamn.
Hold on, come back.
Hold on. Yeah, they said something about your moms.
That bird just turned into fucking Kendrick Lamar shit. Be humble, Alan. Be
Yeah,
humble.
Nah.
Hey, sit back down.
Sit back there.
Fucking
Oh,
stupid, dude.
No, it was a really fun
Hey,
time.
I mean, to be fair, we would have kept fighting all night, and it would have got to the point where me and him are even. But Goodwin brought over his Wii U, and I didn't feel right saying, "Fuck it, Anthony, let's just play for 8 hours straight of nothing but Smash," while other people were just watching us. So eventually, we just kind of like, you know what? I lost the money match, but next year, no. I'm not gonna let that slide.
So here's the thing: why do people keep saying? Because I'm looking at the chat, but they did this during the high score and during one of the extravaganzas. But everyone, it's like, have you ever seen Ready to Rumble, Anthony?
Ready to rumble with
WCW movie, whatever.
WC.
They always do that thing with Jimmy King where it's like, crown us, and people are just like that with ganja, where it's like, fuck us up with weed, like, get us.
No, like it was
yeah.
this
Oh,
dude.
God, yeah.
Like he was like this nice dapper dude. Like I'm sure everybody heard of him. But like Cooper, it pretty much came up to Ganja. It was just like, can you please fuck me up?
I pleaded with him to
Oh, boy.
just understand what he was getting himself into. Like, I have witnesses. I tried. I tried to help.
This motherfucker too was out of, like, you know, he was hot. And Ganja, you remember this fucking story because he was standing in a circle with a bunch of black people. I'm just saying, hey, if ever the push comes to shove, if cops run up on us, I'll be the first one to get shot. Every black person was just like,
No, the best part of it was another black dude that was trying to join the circle. He heard that shit and turned around.
That's fucking funny.
what's wrong with you? Like something else. But no,
My favorite was Justin Goodwin fucking. It's like, you sure about that, right? Out of all 6 of us here, you'll be the first one to get shot? Sure. Yeah, man, yeah. Okay.
See, I get what he means because everyone else when the cops show up would
Man,
be fine.
don't-
He
don't
would run
just-
to the cop and
don't-
punch him in the face.
No.
Don't do it! Alan, that is a hole. Stop!
Do you
Wait,
smell what the
stop.
rocket's cooking?
I had a joke.
the fuck?
I had a joke.
No, like, Alan, I
Wow.
hate to put you on 4th Street, but your ass was privileged because me and Ganja talk about, like, that story with the guy that was pretty much, like, racist towards us and shit like that. He was like, oh, yeah, I had to go through that. At least I didn't have to go through what I went through. I got greeted by, like, a nice, friendly
That's
white
not
lady.
what I
Had to
fucking
walk
Yeah,
said,
you
me.
can say that shit.
I'm like, these
That is
motherfuckers are privileged as shit, nigga. It's like, holy
Man.
fuck.
I say it all the time, but no. But Alan, I want to hear your side of the story. Actually, go ahead.
Motherfucker this guy brought it up. I was just saying, like, when Ganja met me, he asked me, like, oh, I went down there. I'm like, no. He asked me if I met the same person he did. So what happened was, when I showed up, because for some fucking reason, where our place was to the right of where Google Maps says it is.
Mhm.
So we go down this long-ass hill. And I get there, and I'm like, where the hell am I? And then some woman came outside, greeted me, asked me, you know, what I was doing here. And I was like, oh, I'm looking for the yada yada. And she's like, oh, go up to the right. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go up this fucking hill.
Oh, you
That was
poor
good.
man.
Hold on. Meanwhile, when me, Anthony, and Cedric showed up, it was basically like this. What y'all boys doing around here?
So apparently it's my fault because I got to... So when I go up the fucking hill and I meet Ganja and I tell him what happened, they get pissed off because I didn't have a gun pointing at me the first time I went to Austin.
Y'all boys ain't around here. This is high income area.
So apparently I'm the bad guy for not having a gun pulled on me day one.
No, it was like you
was
was
scary
serious,
that she pulled
Alan,
off a
you was
fucking knife or a rake.
You were complaining about the wrong thing. We were like, those racist motherfuckers down the hill. He comes up, man, I had to walk up that hill. That nice lady showed me where I
I
went.
didn't know that till afterwards.
Fuck you.
I didn't know that till afterwards.
Dude, it was a dangerous doorbell, Ganja. Shut the fuck, man.
I didn't ring a doorbell. Someone came out. Like,
Oh my
Clearly,
God,
as
we
you
were
know,
just looking
if I
around.
book your travel, you stay in Vegas. If Ganja books your travel, you stay in, well, Charlottesville, West Virginia.
man,
Hey,
they're
man.
giving me crap because I didn't. Man, fuck y'all.
No,
Prosper-
I understand, man. I understand. But, and by the way, you know what's different is that you're not giving anybody drugs, so that's why Cooper got away with it. You didn't. Brain drugs. That usually helps everything.
Exactly. Brain drugs.
No, what I'm trying to get at is Cooper would just try to step up and be a moron. That's all I'm trying to get at.
Man, the third day he was like, no more ganja, no more. I was like, man, we gotta keep smoking, keep drinking, bro. You want to be like me, right? No.
By
No,
Tuesday,
it
he was
was-
actively running away from Ganja. That shit was
Yeah.
hilarious.
No, he literally was stealing Ganja's gimmick in L.A. So it's like, I don't know if he learned his lesson, but I mean, for the looks of the guy, I don't think he did.
We'll
He's
find
gonna
out.
become a Mormon next
No,
week.
that's the funny thing about it, because like Ganja, they was calling him the devil and stuff like that. Even Corey was like quoting it on the show, and then Cooper just like, no, I'm the green devil. So it's just like,
man.
Are we all sure he's
Go
not fruity in the booty? Like,
Hey,
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm
I
just
don't
like,
know.
oh,
I don't know.
my ass, my am I?
I don't know. Ganja might have slept with him. We don't know.
Hey, I had to dominate him more ways than one.
I think
No,
I think he told
Ganja-
Ganja to fuck him, and Ganja thought he said fuck him up.
He went up to Ganja and was like, he smoked my ass out, baby.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Joe, but that's pretty much what he
Hide
said.
your drugs in my booty so we can get away
My
with it.
baby, so, hey, and switching gears and stuff like that. I will say like one of the best standout moments were like just two instances. One, the karaoke was fucking fun. Like just doing karaoke.
That was so much fun.
That was just so much fun, just singing all the songs and stuff like that. I finally got to do Kiss by a Rose from Seal with Gertz. That was fucking fantastic. All of us as the MCA crew, Ali, Ganja, Alan, me, we all sung YMCA.
Oh, so you was
Alan-
on there too?
Never again am I singing.
Yeah,
Ever.
Oh, and everybody knows what Alan's sung because that shit spread. It was people that didn't even know his fucking name, but knew that he had did that shit. But Alan and Ali, A Whole New World, they sung the Aladdin song. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so
It was
beautiful.
the worst.
So
Dude,
beautiful.
this is how bad it was. Krishan, like the same day we're at the Lost Wells, comes up to me and asks, "Did you do that on purpose?" Like he assumed my bad
Damn,
thinking was
that
a
shit
joke.
fucking already. Now, say that again, Alan, because your shit went.
Oh, no, we're at the Lost Wells like the second day. I think it was either the Friday or the Saturday. And one of the toasties walks up that heard me singing and asked, "Did I do that on purpose?" Like he assumed my
Was
bad
this like
singing
your
was
record
making
deal?
a joke.
Look,
It's like,
Alan, you might feel bad, but I think that was one of my favorite moments when you were singing because all the toasties, instead of making fun of you or telling you to stop singing, what did we do? We started joining in with you, and we made that into a musical almost.
yeah, it was
We did.
beautiful. They literally picked you up and showed you to the rest of the kingdom like Lion King and shit. Like, hoya!
No, we literally showed him a whole new world.
I think the only good thing that came out of that is 90s recorded me hearing that the next day because I forgot how I sounded. And I'm just under the pillows going,
Oh,
"True."
hands down, my favorite moment's got to be when we took that fucking theater over for kidnapping.
Oh, that was the greatest
Yes,
moment of the
yes,
fucking
yes.
week, man.
All right, Nick, I thought it was going to be maybe like 20 of us, 30. So I jokingly come in right during the credits and I yell, "Where are my toasties at?" And that shit erupted. For like a second there, I was like, we are about to all get kicked out collectively as 100 people.
Yeah. And then
It lasted like 20 minutes, all of us trying to watch the movie, and then slowly some motherfuckers start yelling out, "Why is she screaming like that? Oh shit, she just turned this to a horror movie." And it just turned
Everybody's
into...
trying to be the comedian of the fucking.
We
no,
all
the thing is, it,
Check out my YouTube.
no, it wasn't even that.
Check my SoundCloud.
It was like we were all watching it collectively. So like somebody would say something, and it like for the most part, like everyone kind of hit their jokes. Like we all had our different jokes. Like at one point, like like at one point she comes out like fucking Jason. The first thing Gaji yells is, "This just turned into fucking Friday the 13th."
I thought of you, Nick, when I was like, he would love this part.
No,
Everybody's
dude,
like, "Who the fuck are you talking about?"
No, the best part, the whole part, this motherfucker, Halle Berry is just driving through. just constantly trying to get through, trying to catch kidnappers, and she's just slamming into people. She's causing car accidents left and right, and she goes out her way to save this one bitch. And at the perfect moment, right when she does the heroic deed, some toast yells out, "What about the other 14 people you killed?"
Well, it was like, dude, it was like almost double toasted riff tracks or like something like that. It was along those lines, and I haven't had like the best theater experience since then. Like since I went to go see the first like Transformers, like it was like almost up there with that. And just like I said, granted, it was a shitty movie or whatever. It almost makes me want to like watch the Toasties with the actual good movie and shit like that, because we always fucking watch bad movies. But like somebody rent out a house and we can all watch like fucking Infinity Wars when it comes out like that. It almost makes me want to do that so well. But it's just like that was a really good theater experience. Fuck that movie. That movie's fucking stupid.
It's one of those things where the movie was bad, but it was good enough to keep us in the theater, but bad enough that we can actually like latch on and start making our own jokes about what was going on and how bad she was at screaming. So everyone was kind of making their own jokes, and for the most part, everything was.
Man, from what I heard from Gris, that shit just turned to total chaos at one point. Like he told me, like people were hitting their vaporizers, both tobacco and pot. People that like were sharing drinks with each other. They stuck in the movie theater. He told me Goodwin brought a bottle of Jack and just started hitting that shit during each segment.
Yeah, it was like
around.
Like it was mostly Toasties in there too. Like the people that actually came into the theater, they wasn't even mad. Like they was actually just started jumping in on the jokes, just like the Toasties.
What about the people like there's a group of 4 people that came in and had the brightest phones ever, like flashlight on, just walking through.
Oh no, I know what happened, Alan. Those people heard how rowdy we were getting. They just fucking snuck in.
Oh, seriously? Is that what happened?
Yeah, because they were trying to find their place in it the whole time because it was so dark in the theater at the moment.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because I turned to Anthony. I'm like, did he just come in like an hour into the movie and said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna sit"?
I'm really quick, just because I want to make it seem like I'm not paying attention or anything. But Eddie's in the call, which he wasn't actually
Hey,
there.
Eddie.
Yeah,
how you doing,
I'm
man?
just listening.
No, and by the way,
Not
too,
too
I'm
bad.
Cool. Well, I know you weren't there actually, because I remember you and I were talking on the Facebook, like, oh shit, like co-host was there and we missed it and the whole fucking thing. Which hopefully I'll be able to edit that at some point. And thank you for helping me out with the hashtag. Like everyone, spread the word. Like let Nick edit. Hashtag let Nick edit. I want to get that fucking show to you guys. Goddamn.
Please give us the LA show, Nick, one day.
Dude, someone and tell Sammy too. Somebody, goddamn it, like, like.
Oh, man. Let Nick edit now.
No, seriously, hashtag let Nick edit.
That's a long hashtag, man.
Rising around the edit room.
Yeah.
I like that.
But Eddie was actually busy though. I was at home chilling, but Eddie was actually busy doing the new season of fucking Duck Dynasty, so that's pretty cool.
That's still on the air.
Gotta get all that merchandise, bro.
I know, man. Love the background and everything too. But yeah, man, no, but fucking, I don't know if you were, looking at everyone's live streams as much as I was, but man, the live show, like Anthony or whoever wants to talk about it, whatever the fuck, but like co-host, and then before that, the Spill crew, like Cargill and everybody.
No, like it was pretty much like watching Spill on stage, like for that short amount of time. It was like actually weird. It was so fucking strange.
Dude, you don't know how many drunk people walked up to me like, dude, we're watching Spill again. I was like, I know, right?
Okay, so because I'm gonna answer the question. At one point, Corey said something, and the whole room started just chanting "shame," like in unison. But I don't remember why we were shaming him.
Oh, he put out his penis.
Oh yeah, you missed that part.
Wait, what peanut? What?
No. He put out his key. We were watching a DVD copy. That's what happened. He was trying to rip off some other people's joke. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because here's the thing, and I heard some story about how fucking he finally told Martin what he was not going to tell him this entire time, and apparently it was that he dreamt about touching his penis or some shit. I don't know what the fuck. And I was like, is that what that was?
Oh, they definitely touched it. They definitely touched it.
I remember him saying that
with Martin in it, and they were having sex with the same woman and then touched penises. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just like the heads just like, like I thought it was like that. So.
What? Are you saying they headbutted each other?
Yeah. Like,
yeah, they headbutted each other already.
Well, I'm about figuring like they're like
what the fuck is that sound effect?
The tip of their penis is just kissed like.
It's like a kiss. It's like
Their lips just touch.
Like if a locker like locked. It was like.
Anthony, they did a mafia style kiss.
It's actually a kiss of death. Like Corey doing that means like Martin's gonna get killed.
You were my brother. You were my brother, Martin.
You joke, man, but what you call it? Martin was dressed up like a mafioso the entire week,
Y'all
man.
already know Martin's penis has a little hat on it. Y'all already know that.
Oh yeah,
mustache.
that dick is like, yeah.
It actually looks like Leon.
Martin, no fro.
It's wearing denim.
It's got a little fro and shit. Yeah, it's animated.
Spider-Man 3 was the greatest movie of all time.
His dick is still in the refugees of spill.
Yeah.
Oh,
God,
fuck.
dude.
I like how
No, that
Alan's
shit
looking at his
was,
dick right now. Like, is
No, damn it! I was trying to send a photo because I wanted. Man, fuck y'all.
Of his dick.
You're trying to send a photo of your dick. Yeah, we know.
Oh, gosh.
God damn it,
Now
Alan.
we know what that Denise and Adrian and Jenny dick pic discussion was all about.
Ooh.
Alan's
Oh,
gonna
man.
sound a
Oh.
Frodo.
Oh.
Ooh.
I love how bad that bombed.
Did you even understand your own joke? I don't think you understood what you fucking said.
Because you're talking about a fro and then photo, Frodo.
Oh, man.
Nah.
Wow.
Go home, Nick.
Yeah.
So co-host. Yeah, that was
my-
pretty cool.
Dude, that was literally my favorite bomb I've ever done in my entire life.
That's what she said.
No. God damn it.
No,
Oh,
no, it was
I
like,
want to make jokes, Birdman. No, I want to hear more about what Ruthless was saying. So what's this Jenny, Adrian, Denise dick pic thing going on here, buddy?
Yeah. But
Oh,
what
their
that
little private discussion
I
about
don't
dick
know if
pics
I
one of the nights. Yeah,
Yeah. You know, Alan,
private
wanna elaborate?
discussion, they were yelling.
that definitely happened at Sammy and Ian's place.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh no, I wasn't there for that one.
I turned
Oh,
and
you
I'm like, "Are y'all discussing dick pics right now? What the fuck's going on?"
Well,
here?"
Denise was showing like some guy had sent her some dick pics or something, and she was talking about it, and
How dare she?
it's really weird.
She broke
Damn
down
it,
the
God,
anatomy.
I see you laughing.
She broke down
They
the
broke out
anatomy.
the
She
two
was like,
illustrators like John Madden. They were working on it.
they have X's where the ball should have been more properly
Put
placed.
a big yellow line over the head.
If you go inside the end zone, like,
See, this is why his buddy was able to pull the interception and not him.
Number
Hey,
24.
but shout out to Denise though. Denise cracked that pavement and then still got up and partied the rest of the
that,
weekend.
that was
Oh,
that was
yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
a lot of things that happened that apparently only if I don't know when this happened relative to any timeline, because it was that and the Chicago John elbowing a car happened apparently within like minutes of each other.
They
Seconds
did,
of
'cause
each
I was
other.
looking
Denise hit
down,
the
like-
pavement, was
Yep.
getting up, and then John jumped onto the car like almost immediately.
I heard that Denise hit the pavement so hard that fucking sonic rings came out of her and like people.
Pretty much.
No, you know what the funniest thing is? The DT Mystery Squad had like an image of the character of Denise hitting the fucking pavement.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
he's
think
holding
I
a
turned-
bottle of
Oh,
me.
No, because I turned to I can't remember what turned. I think I turned to 90s. I'm like, is this a prophecy of what's to come? Because they did this shit weeks
No,
before
that
that
was-
any of that happened.
Dude, did she do that
Exactly.
shit for advertisement? That fucking bitch. Like, that's amazing. That's
I doubt she fell on her face on purpose.
Yeah,
This
like
is
she
for
fell
you,
on her.
Travis.
Yeah, she fell on her face, and fucking like Corey was like, "Damn, she took it like a champ."
That's a vampire floor.
No, it was like some weird shit. Like it was that. It was and I'm so glad that Corey got that shit on footage. Like fucking Solar, you know, give it up to Solar. Solar and his girl Jennifer. Those are the most intelligent motherfuckers I've ever spoke to, like within the Double Toasted community. Because we were just like talking about politics the first day in the studio's hallway and shit like that. Like that dude is really fucking intelligent, but like he's so fucking classy. This dude have like a pipe. He smokes a pipe, and also when he dances, he does fucking co-op away and shit like that. He was like flipping and doing all these flips on the dance floor and shit. Like people doing dabs and like you know like other dance moves and shit like that in pop culture. This motherfucker say no, fuck that. I'm gonna do like some co-op away. I'm gonna do some flips and shit like that. Just do every fucking thing. I'm just like, you know what? This guy is classy. I want to be him when I grow up. The boots and everything.
Wait, you're 20. You're motherfucker.
Yeah,
You're
no, I'm gonna still be here when I grow up. That motherfucker was so sophisticated because apparently he was down there for like his whole he gave me his business card and everything. Because 90 said he was actually gonna keep up with him too. And I'm just like, how the fuck you don't have a fucking Facebook? But he was just like, no, I'm just gonna call him or whatever. On his
90s will
page.
find a way.
He will find a way. But
I think
like
they
I said,
share
he's-
the same pigeon that they sent back and forth.
Oh.
See, you know what you think is, you know, Solar, you know, he a wizard and shit. So I'm gonna get an owl. That's how we gonna contact.
Well, what's
Like,
gonna happen is that telepathically he's gonna like get my virtual reality, I get his virtual reality, we both virtual reality together.
And we go collab. But no, he was like down there because like he was talking about his whole little tabletop game that he was actually promoting, like him and his girl and stuff like that. But no, shout out to Solar, dog. He was a really fucking cool ass dude. Just really intelligent and stuff like that. Like had a lot of intellectual conversations with the guy and stuff like that. And like he knows how to party. Sophisticated aside, he knows how to party. He knows how to keep it alive.
And he knows how to dress up a girlfriend because that shit was incredible that he brought that.
Yeah, I was
girl
about
over.
with the tiger thing, yeah.
About to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like
very
the
classy,
collection.
by the way, Anthony.
Very classy. Hey, the classy.
Very intelligent.
Man. Very intelligent. Hey, do it the best. Do it the best.
And he has to be pretty classy. That bitch was okay with that shit. Like, yeah, dress me up as an animal and then carry me around in a fucking leash. Like, it's just like, bro.
What the fuck did I miss?
Hey,
No,
listen.
they
Oh yeah,
You
you
didn't
did
see
miss
that? Oh,
I didn't see that shit.
That was at
Everybody's got
the
their king,
brunch.
let them have it.
Yeah, dude, she's like, why so serious right now? Like, fuck.
You want to know how I got these guys?
I laughed my ass. That was great.
That was awesome.
Oh, man.
Dude, did she like spontaneously combust in her fucking eyes? Like,
No, Nick, when I say like she literally was mid-sentence and smashed face first into the pavement, mid-sentence. Like the word was not out of her mouth as she was falling.
wow, that's a fucking shame. Just
That's
poor Denise, man. I try like, man, I want to be like Sammy and like make fun of her when like there's no fucking joke there and I just look like an asshole. But man, like, how do you just fall on your face like that? And then how does that lead to that picture? I mean, pavements don't do that shit, bro. That was a fucking like build.
I'm surprised it's not worse.
Yeah.
man.
It-
I like that makeup was or that fucking pavement probably looked pretty too with makeup all over and shit.
It's like I look fabulous.
It's like someone dropped some paint on that shit.
Oh,
Wait, you know that's a photo. Wait, is that a Photoshop or is that what actually fucking happened?
Dude,
Oh.
that's Denise.
It's a
I don't know.
No, that's what happened.
So
No,
no,
I-
look just like that.
Not the black eyes part, but yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's what I'm off, Nick. I'm like, you know that
She
she didn't just.
fall on the pavement and turn into the Joker when she got up.
That's what I'm saying. I was like,
That's
how
true.
the fuck did that happen? Like,
It's a
whoever did
joke.
Photoshop, good job, man. Because that shit looks real as fuck. Okay, got me. I thought the fucking pavement was laced with fucking
He
C4
fell on
and
someone's
shit.
makeup. That's what happened.
She found a
Yeah.
claymore.
Man, dude, you're joking. Nick. But one of the best things is we found a nice spot to hang out and watch all the drunk toasties like walk away to their cars. And at one point, it was Eugenio and his buddy. I forget his name. but
yeah,
I call him Luigi. But he was carrying Eugenio like a wooden Vietnam soldier. And he's just hollering shit as they walk up and down the street. Talking about, I'm
Saber powder
fucked
Ryan
up!
type shit.
Double toasted forever! And
We
I
were
just
with Gertz at the time, and we were worried they were gonna drive. So me, him, and 90s just ran down the fucking street to make sure where the fuck those guys were going.
Man, I love when I yelled out, y'all look like y'all got hit by a mortar, and they just started screaming, you damn right!
Hey, but shout out to the Toasties because we basically took over everywhere we went.
Oh,
They-
yeah, and everyone got us kicked out of the north door day one.
Hmm.
Damn.
That was
really?
awesome.
Hey,
Oh,
okay,
for that liquor.
so the next, so that's the party that happened where Denise fell, Chicago John beat up a car, and a bunch of other crazy shit. And Martin on the next day on Facebook was like, "Y'all gotta calm down. They ran out of alcohol and
I
they kicked
saw
us
that.
out at one."
Fuck. Yeah, and so what happened with this car, by the way? Because I've heard
Oh,
multiple stories.
All right, so here's what actually happened with the car because I know everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, he got hit by a car." Like, no, Casey was driving Ray's car, and John, after she stopped the car, they got to pick up Ray in front of the north door the night he got shut down. Right before Denise falls, actually, John decides to jump into the air and onto the hood of this car, like he's not down and shit. Like, and then rolls off of it and acts injured. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
Because there's a timeline
Oh
we
my
can make with
God.
this, man. The amount of bullshit that happened that culminated to just the night ending at 1:30.
Jesus
I mean, but shout out to him. He got up and then brought co-host back to our condo for some reason. So I got
Wow.
back from Whataburger.
Chicago John is weird, man. When
His
he's
is like half knocked out. John is almost all the way knocked out. And co-host on my couch, like, "Hey, what's up?"
Viva la raza!
He's just floating there.
Oh yeah.
No, Chicago John trying to rape somebody like in the studio.
Oh, no, he was trying to take Alan's booty the whole time.
I don't remember
like just like all up on me and shit like that. He's just like, I'm gonna get you, and then like Gondrick like coming from the bathroom and shit, just like, Okay, I'll let y'all finish.
I don't know. You can tell that story, Gotcha. I don't remember any of that with Chicago.
Oh man, I don't remember either. Anthony gave me the play-by-play because he could apparently witness you grabbing his ass at one point. Talking about this could be mine, Birdman.
That's
Wow.
unfortunate as fuck.
No, like Chicago, like
It's
all
like,
joking
it's like
aside,
Mr. Horse.
Ever.
Yeah, exactly.
Call me Mr.
Alan.
John.
all joking aside, I love Chicago John. He's like one of my favorite people I met down there. Because the moment he met me, he just grabbed me and picked me
I
up.
bet he
Like,
did. I
Hey,
bet
grab
he
your
did,
picture up and see
Birdman.
if he can
He just
give me that
grabbed my
good stroke,
ass.
huh?
what'd you say?
He's like, oh man, he's fun size. I can do anything to him.
Oh, it was great. Every time he saw me, man, it was awesome. I
Wait,
love
so
it.
you guys
No,
have
shout
about...
out.
Wait, go ahead.
Huh?
Shout out to what?
I just wanted to shout out to Jordan too. Bless his heart, because
Yeah.
like, he had to
Silver
pretty much,
Squad.
he had to drive around me and because I was
Oh
actually
god,
just
that was the
sleeping.
most frustrating thing in the world.
It really was, because like it was the day when Sammy ain't seen shit. They was watching Oogie Loves, and I was just like, hey, fuck y'all, I'm sleeping out here on the couch, because like fuck that. Apparently, Alan, 90s, they got hungry. Jordan had just popped up. He was just like, hey, I got a car, like I can drive y'all to somewhere, and we drove to like the P. That whole day was pretty fucked up.
Man,
Jordan.
the rest of that?
Yeah, Jordan was actually like drove us all the way there, but it was like hard because he couldn't find fucking parking. He was just like, "Oh no, you can't park
We
here."
spent 20 minutes trying to find a parking spot.
20 fucking minutes trying to find a parking spot somewhere, and plus he was just like kind of nervous too because he just like didn't like he needed somebody to be like his navigator, like to have a GPS and stuff like that. Because Ali even said the same thing. Austin streets are fucking like chaotic as shit, especially that during that day when it was just like a lot of traffic. So we just spent like 20 minutes just trying to find a parking spot and stuff like that. And then when we actually found the fucking parking spot, it was that whole little like snafu because like 90s getting lost again. So I actually went with him this time to.
Oh, let me tell this part of the story.
Oh, go ahead, Alan.
So what happened was we were driving around like with Jordan and stuff, and yeah, we're trying to find parking for 20 fucking minutes. Jordan gives up and says, "Okay, y'all get out of the car. I'm gonna find a fucking parking spot." So we're like, okay, we came here for fucking pizza. Let's go get pizza. I go in because I was like, you know what? I'll get pizza. Tell me, don't worry about it. I'm in line, and apparently 90s, thinking he told me, came up with the idea with Anthony to just go down the street like 10 minutes walking to fucking grab tacos. Nobody told me.
Oh,
So
no.
from my perspective, I'm in line waiting for a fucking pizza. All I see is Anthony and 90s talking. Then I see them talking to Ruthless and a few other people, and then just straight up disappear. So I order my fucking pizza. And I go outside, I'm trying to find Jordan. He's like, yeah, they went that way. I'm like, where the fuck did they go? So I call up 90s, and he's like, oh, yeah, we went to get tacos. I thought I told you. I'm like, you didn't fucking tell me!
The fucked up thing about it is like we trying to communicate with Alan, and I showed him too when I got back. I was like, I couldn't even tell you because apparently like he's international, and like my phone was blocking the texts that I could send to Alan, so I couldn't get that. And this shit blew up to an even bigger situation because Allie picked up Alan and was driving around trying to find a parking space just like Jordan was to look for me in 90s. And when she finally found her, she was just like, motherfuckers, it was traffic, it was shit like this. Like Allie was like just like she was just sick with it.
Yeah, because apparently
actually said that?
It was either 90s or Anthony. One of them told her to meet at the home slice. So I'm sitting there with a fucking medium pizza just sitting here. Waiting for somebody to come.
Why is humanly
Lost
possible?
orphan and shit. They got abandoned at the pizzeria.
I'm just waiting. Allie shows up, and I'm pretty sure she was across the street at some point, but I couldn't recognize. Like, I wasn't sure if that was her car. So she parks in. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty sure that's her. So I go up and explain to her the same story I explained to y'all, and she's just looking mad. And she tries to back up, and people are just not letting her out. So she's fucking losing her mind trying to get out of this parking spot. And that's when we start running around trying to find 90s.
Yeah, y'all need to pitch in, get a Patreon going, and get Allie a vacation from the NCA.
Hey, we paid for her parking. We paid for gas. Like we bought her stuff. Like we made it up to her though.
I even said, I was just like, hey, you don't want to pick us up no more. I get it. Here, $20 for your troubles, the gas money. She took that shit like, I don't blame her. She was like, yeah, I'm taking this shit.
Like, she doesn't need the money. She just wanted.
She just wanted to take this shit. Because I was just like, hey, I'm sorry for the confusion and shit like that. I was just following 90s, but I ain't doing that shit again.
It just blew me away that he thought he told me. It just
Yeah, here are the rules. Don't follow 90s. Listen to Ganja's weed rules. Listen to my drinking rules, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Or not.
Nick, the worst part is we're all stone sober, so it's not like there's a situation in which we were partying. It was the middle of the fucking day.
Yeah.
So y'all just idiots then. Okay, cool.
That was not my fault. I was doing what I was there for.
He got his pizza.
Damn. And then while all this is happening, because we're all talking about like just crazy shit like traffic and everything, but people got hurt, man. Ruthless. I don't know how your chin is feeling, bro. I don't know. I don't know, but like, Felix fucked your ass up.
You do know that we staged the photo, right? Like,
I'm just saying,
Man, honestly, Ruthless,
he
when I
had
first
that
saw
finisher
this,
stood, bro.
I thought for a split second when I saw that, I was like, oh, Ruthless got kicked in his shit. Damn.
Ruthless is just standing
Because
there.
it's Felix, so you know he would do some crazy shit like that.
It's like Ruthless was tweeting him. He's like, "Don't you fucking tell me." Oh, Ruthless. That shit was phenomenal.
yes, it was. I give it a 10.
Oh, fuck you. Man, like that's gonna be the thumbnail on the next fucking ringside hangout is Felix kicking you in the face. Man, dude.
Oh man,
We
but
have like 9 or 10 pictures of where we're trying to get Felix like foot in the right position because he couldn't really get the full extension and hold it.
Oh, really?
You know,
No,
he
you
said
don't
he
say.
Come on, man! Seriously, come
please
on.
tell me you have like people holding his leg up. I said, okay, now they run away. Take the photo.
If you look close in the background, you can see Diz having an existential crisis again.
Oh, Des.
I said, you could get the full extension. The motherfucker.
Barely his leg. I'm like, really, Felix. All right, fine. Let's do
Do
this.
the job.
Hey, by the way, in
couldn't
case you guys
use the
didn't
job.
know, Ruthless is black. Felix is... Yeah, of course, Ruthless. That motherfucker did not get that shit right.
Oh man, this is why this motherfucker is a mid-carder Ruthless. This is why.
Oh.
What?
Frisco Flames, like, overall is 68.
Everyone, welcome to the Ringside Hangout.
No! I
Yup,
refuse!
here it is.
No!
Yes.
Oh man.
Oh my
And
god.
while all of us was partying and having a good time, Cedric was like, "Fuck everybody." This motherfucker was just like, "Hey, y'all can party and shit like that. I'm gonna be at a friend's house eating cereal, watching Sonic Boom." So he had the right idea.
Oh, man.
Watching Sonic Boom?
Sonic Boom.
Yeah.
It's good shit.
No, it's not. It's horribly bad, but it's hilariously bad.
No, man, but that's what I'm saying. Oh, and someone, Max, talking about, he used the move of calling Felix out.
Mhm.
So that happened. Something happened with Felix, and he got yelled at.
Oh,
I'm kind of
yes.
curious. I don't know if you guys were there. Like, Anthony, were you there when Corey completely lost his shit on Felix during the...
Oh, he didn't. Okay, like somebody is over exaggerating because he actually Corey did it professionally because it was like the first.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was the first day we was there too. Because like to be fair, Felix was being Felix. Like he was just dancing around and shit like that, just throwing like glow in the dark condoms and shit at random.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, why the fuck do you have this in your pocket? Just randomly.
Hey, in case someone had a fun night.
I'm more than sure he roofied us too at the end of the night.
Yeah, who knows, man? Like,
Oh,
yeah,
is that his
yeah, he had that
birthday?
drink. Yeah, because it was his birthday that first night, and he had that like that shit was strong as shit.
Motherfucker had that real fire water. That shit that took my land and shit.
That was the most disgusting thing I've ever drank in my life.
Fuck.
No,
Oh,
because
yeah,
like
because he dipped his balls in it, probably. Like,
It might as well, based on how that tasted.
his balls are salty. But no, like,
I
like I
like
said,
how Alan's like, it might as well be. It did taste like balls, so I mean...
no,
Nick,
he
I'll
actually,
defer to you, the expert.
he actually
Yeah,
did
I know,
it,
right?
Oh, you
and-
balls. No, but go ahead, Anthony.
No, he actually did it in a very calm manner because, like I say, Felix was being Felix. Even Martin kind of felt bad for him. I was just like, yeah, I was just talking to Martin. I was just like, damn, I felt really bad for the dude because I like Felix a lot and stuff like that. He kind of reminds me of me back in the day, annoying and nobody really wanted to be around me. But like Martin was just like, hey, I don't like he can't help himself. But like Corey was just like, come here. And then he just kind of just went outside the studio and pretty much just talked to him. I guess he just wasn't there. If anything, Solar. That motherfucker, that's what I say. He was like one of my favorite person during the first week. Because like the first thing he said, like to get like a good impression of him, it was just like, "Hey, Felix, how you doing, man? I always see you on the show fucking up. Don't stop." That shit just like, don't stop fucking up. I was just like, God damn, that was my first impression of Solar.
That's your trademark.
Yeah.
That was just like so hilarious to me, man. It was like Solar. Shout out to that dude. But no, Felix is Felix.
Yeah, Felix was fun, yeah.
No, but my buddy isn't here. Trey Cooper, how you doing?
Hey, Trey.
Hey,
I heard Ringside Hangouts. I had to come in.
Oh my God, right? Fucking
You really didn't have to come in for the ringside hangouts. You didn't
Oh
really have to.
shit, the biggest story rap. Whoa.
Oh, fuck it. Wait, turn into a fucking...
Shut the
little-
fuck.
Hey, man, Roman Reigns, he put down Undertaker, one of the few
Shut
people to
the
do it.
fuck.
No, we're not funneling into this joke.
Hey man, no grave can hold his body down except Roman Reigns of the
Oh,
WWE.
good lord.
Oh,
You motherfucker. No, man, but like I said, I mean, you know, me, I didn't even talk. We didn't even do our ringside hangout or anything like this whole fucking week. We all kind
Yeah,
of
we tried to give y'all a break. Like, we wanted you to get some sleep.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
right?
I slept so fucking much.
That's good. That's the first time in his life he's ever said that.
Yeah, seriously. So, I mean, you know, I don't know, but fucking, hopefully, you know, we'll see you guys probably sometime, Trey. If you go next year or whatever the fuck, I'll probably go. We'll hang out and the whole fucking thing. Maybe I'll kick you in the face like fucking Felix did Ruthless.
But
Oh,
I
man.
think my single favorite moment of the entire week was the first time we had the. So Allie got a 4-seater because she didn't expect many people besides us, but we had 6 people to try to fit into a 4-seater. And the very first time I had to do that was the only way I could describe it is a human equivalent of Tetris. So we were
whose
just
lap did you sit
rearranging
on?
people. Ganja had to sit in the front. Anthony had to sit in the middle. Jen was on one side. I was sitting down, and I just had to fucking sit on my lap. And that's the only way all 6 of us could fit in a fucking car.
My favorite
Unless you could
is
drive off.
as Alan had like on the first night we had got severely hammered. Alan had recorded the first night, and we were just listening to it in the morning, and you just hear them yell in the back, "My arms, 90s, my arms, move a little, man. Can I put my hand here? Yeah, you can put your hand there." And at one point, 96 goes, "My donut." I forgot he had a donut in the car.
But
Why does he always have fucking food?
I don't know. No, like the
every time
first
we got
night,
to Ali's car, he had food.
the first fucking night, I was dying because we all like he done had nothing. He done had nothing the entire time. And we came back to the fucking vehicle, Allie's vehicle, and because I think we was like all like Allie was ready to go home or whatever, and we just like turned. I just tied my shoe. Got back up, turned around, see this motherfucker like, "Hey, what y'all doing?" Like, y'all about to go? Just eat a fucking sandwich that he got like from earlier. I'm just like, where the fuck did that come from?
And he laughed and fell in the middle of the street, laughing.
Oh, how about the second night where Anthony literally chases down a fucking moving car and almost runs into it?
No, that was the same night. The problem is he's stone sober, so I don't understand how he does this.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Because I mean, you know, I didn't do anything embarrassing. I didn't do anything that was embarrassing that weekend. I was perfectly.
Oh yeah, me either. I was totally fine.
No, fuck that, Andrew. Oh, fuck that.
You were more shocked than me.
No, like, to be fair though, Adrian, all the shit that you went through with your flight and shit like that getting delayed, because it was you and Esther that just pretty much
Yeah, both y'all got fucked up in New York.
It's just a horrible fucking time with just flights and shit like that. So thank God that all got figured out, shit like that. But like the first time I see you, I'm just like, Adrian, you finally made it. Woo! Yeah! I'm just like, well, she's gone.
Just a little bit.
I think
Not
it
as
was
much
just-
as Saturday though.
Hey,
Saturday
I
was
promised
probably
her to the location. I did not promise she'd be sober by the time the night was
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, that was left up to me when I was basically denying her any drinks from anybody.
No, but it was so funny because I'm like, oh come on, I'm fine. It's like Alan's like, no, dude, you're not fine. No more drinking for you. I go in and I'm like to Chicago John. I'm like, John, Alan's being mean to me. He won't let me drink anymore. And John's like, oh, here you go, and he gives me a drink.
Dude, she was tripping over nothing. And my words to her is, this is about to turn into a horror movie. You are tripping over nothing. So I tried to get her to get water, and I don't remember what exactly happened, but I lost her for like a second. And then I turned around, and she's holding a fucking drink in her hand. I'm like, no! So then we just started dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, Alan.
That cab ride never happened, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Alan. Anthony. Alan.
Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him, Nick. Don't do it to him.
Just
Don't do
leave
it.
out the important details. Just get it over with.
So, Anthony called me, right? It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. Boy, Alan was lit.
It was the first night. Okay, so to explain what happened, it was the first night. Like, I think it was Tuesday. And for some reason, I didn't understand why. I was having a good time, but I wasn't feeling anything for hours. And then right when we were about to leave, and Ganja couldn't order a cab, so I ordered it. And everything just hit me like a fucking tidal wave. I could barely stand. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. So we ordered the cab, and I don't remember what happened for the next half an hour, but I'm assuming Nick remembers what happened for the next half an hour.
I do. And here's the thing. In case anyone was going to, like, tell me I'm full of shit or whatever, I recorded that shit.
No!
Yes, I did.
Fuck yeah.
Because Anthony and I thought Anthony was my friend, but Anthony he was just asking me any
It's clear
question.
Nick is not either of your friends, so.
Oh, I'm
Ganja
no
was the
friend.
only one. I don't know where Ganja is right now, but Ganja's the only one saying, "Man, you guys are being mean to him and telling me to
Okay,
shut
Gotcha
up."
don't get that fucking right because he's literally like fucking up everybody from a 10-mile radius, so he doesn't get that fucking
Yeah,
right.
but you were asking me like personal fucking questions.
Oh no, hey, I didn't force you to open up your damn mouth.
No, but you kept it going. There's a cab driver in Austin that knows my deepest, darkest secrets.
See, here's
I don't
the
know
thing.
who that cab driver is.
No, and here's the thing. Like, I'm not gonna get into your deep dark secrets or the fuck, but I will say, and I just want to say this shit publicly because I said this privately, and I never say shit like this privately. But like, Alan is one of the most truest fucking dudes I ever met, man. Because anybody else in this fucking call probably would have like a drunken moment where they say weird shit. They'll be like, "Hey man, sorry, but like I can't fucking stand you, kinda, and I'm drunk and I gotta say certain things." Alan literally just said the same shit he always says with just like a little bit of tears behind it.
You're just asking me whatever questions about everyone I knew. I'm like, yeah. I don't remember most of it, but I remember enough of it that I'm just like, okay. Oh, yeah. Because he asked me, I think he straight up asked me, like, oh, Alan, what do you think of me? I'm like, I just said the same shit I normally say to him.
Yeah, I mean, like seriously, and like I was bummed out, but I was also like, holy shit. Like, Alan really is, like, I don't know if he's drunk, he's pretending or some shit, but then it's like, okay, at first I was like, maybe he's not drunk, because he's answering everything, like, he hasn't said anything that's bad, right? And then he gets to the fucking apartment, and Anthony is being a dick, because Anthony's like, hey, Alan, so what were you doing with Adrian, or, you were dancing or something? Like, show me what you were doing. This motherfucker does this dance, bro. He was like,
Oh shit! I forgot that dance.
I forgot that part, too. I only have like random little images of. I think I was dancing in front of him. I forgot that.
And then the funny thing, like Nick, like after he does the dance, it's almost like he had this realization that he fucked up because he just does this afterwards. Just
yeah, he does, because he was like he was like half drunk. He was like, oh, that was stupid of me.
That was day one. That was day one. Day one of me being in America.
Day two, that was my night. I had whiskey and I had the fucking Mario Brothers trying to give me alcohol poison the whole night.
Oh fuck.
Man,
Well, yeah, yeah, go ahead.
my favorite was when Gino was like, one more drink, Gotcha, we about to leave. And Grits had a leader come and save my, he's like, hey, if y'all want me to do that final drink, y'all can't get Ganja or anything else. And I'm like, all right. So Grits disappears for 5 minutes. He does the drink. He comes back. He starts singing fucking Hero to me. I will be your hero, baby. I will take away your pain.
Oh,
God.
yeah, because wasn't that the same night that you got angry at me the day before because I was calling you out at the
Oh,
Shakespeare
yeah.
pub?
You hold on. Yeah, you deserve what I did to you that night. This motherfucker's like, oh, Ganja, you can't drink, man. You can't drink. I drank more than you. I was ready to party all night. He didn't know I just went ham 10 shots the night before. So I gave him the Ganja experience. And the next, we just got back from the hotel. I hear his ass.
Because the thing is, it was the Lost Wells at the same time where I was doing all the dancing and stuff. And Ganja was like, he was paying me back in full. So it hit me mid-show where I just started looking down going, uh-oh, I made a terrible fucking mistake.
And I'll keep coming up. You ready for another one?
No, because at one point, I don't remember this, but it was Ruthless or Age who told me afterwards. Apparently, I was screaming because I couldn't get to the fucking bathroom because the entire fucking aisles were blocked. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Who designed this?
oh man, no, Alan is adorable drunk. Like he's kind of like a little miniature Joe Pesci that just walks around like.
Man, he looks like a fucking squirrel on cocaine, dude. Like I saw him jump to so many groups.
He was everywhere. Like he is the real MVP of the weekend because he was checking on everybody, just making sure everybody was having a good time. Like I said, even when I was like having my drunk stature and Martin was like yelling at me and Tiffany had to like grab me by the arm. This motherfucker comes out of nowhere from the crowd. Hey, make sure you take care of my best friend. He's my best friend. I can't live without this guy. Take care of my best friend.
To another group.
Fucking go.
Yeah.
Just flies to group to group. He's the real MVP. So,
So, like I said, man, for one, I just want to like thank you for being a dude who like, you're pretty straight up with us all the fucking time. So it's kind of like for you to be drunk and then not be no different than that. Gotta say, like, I mean, I want to do a round of applause thing because it'd be too fucking corny.
No.
Fucking yeah, there we go. Yeah, Alan.
Hey, I told 90s, like I told Adri, anybody else would have done the exact same thing for me. So
Yeah, man. No, so I really appreciate that shit. But man, here's the thing, dude. I know that we didn't have touched on no topics at all, But I mean, I just wanted to like, we all talk about fucking Double Toast anniversary party, and I mean that's tonight's show, really. And I mean, I don't know what else happened at the thing. I'm so glad that Going didn't come in.
You keep our tea, bitch. Our tea's nice and sweet.
No,
Hey,
yeah, man. So,
Hey, you better talking about our shit. Hey, motherfucker, watch your ankles. No.
Everybody made that joke at the anniversary party. I felt bad for him at the end of the night.
wait, Going's ankles?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he hurt his ankle at the last year because he cheated at his high school.
Oh,
So anytime he was kicking somebody's ass, he was like, "Don't watch your ankles, man. Watch your ankles."
Oh, that's fucked up.
No, because because he was getting on me. I like, because Goodwin, Gertz, they fucking ambushed me with that whole paper shit, just like dogging me, like just hamming me up with that folding shit. I'm just like, dude, me in this fucking, like, you talk about me folding papers, I'm gonna fold your fucking ankles, bitch. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that to him.
Dude, just stop. Like, just really just stop.
Nah, next year, man, the MTA, we are challenging high score to smash, man.
And then,
I think me and you can beat them.
and you know what? Y'all break his fucking arm. There you
No,
go.
before we wrap it up though, Alan, do you want to talk about your shooting experience? Because I know you was
Oh
really
yeah,
Oh,
that
I
was
saw
fun
that.
as hell. Because that was one of the things. Like we had a bunch of things I wanted to do for our first time in America, and one of Ganja's like, yeah, we got this set up. We're gonna go to a range. I was terrified as hell. Like I think we kind of, because me and Anthony went in as well. We were both kind of terrified because I'd never even held a weapon in my entire life. So we go in and we're hanging out with a buddy of Ganja's, Brad, I think it was, and another guy. I feel so bad forgetting his name.
Oh, Devontae.
Devontae, yeah.
The
Devontae.
reason I want you to bring up is because Devontae actually helped us out a lot. He was ex-military,
Yeah,
so he
of
actually
course.
taught us how to operate the weapons properly and hold the rifles. So without him, that would have been a lot more hectic and more
Terrifying.
crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, Devontae was helping me out like specifically, and yeah, he was a part of the military, so he kind of really knew how to not only handle the weapons but also show somebody that had no idea what the fuck they were doing me. And we started off with the air rifle, and man, I think the first thing that got me off was the first time I ever heard a gunshot. I think I jumped twice my height. I didn't expect it. And I think every single time, like except for the ones I was firing, every gunshot like made me jump because you're not expecting a shot to go off.
Yeah.
So I fired the rifle, and I was like, I didn't realize how bad recoil was, because you never see it in any video game, any movie. You never see how bad recoil is until you actually fire a rifle. Like, holy crap! Like, if you don't hit your target first shot, that target's gone.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, well,
And-
when you did this though, when you were shooting everything, did you own the school? You're like a hero, or?
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Oh man.
No, because what happened was, I fired a few shots, and then he basically gave me, a clean one so that I can fire. And apparently, I'm not half bad for the, first 2 times I held a rifle in my life. So.
Yeah.
That shit is loud, man. I'm just was shocked at how loud it was, even with like the protective headphones on and shit like that. And like you said, the recoil too. Like that shit will hit you in the fucking face.
Oh,
It's
dude,
like,
the gun almost the 9mm almost flew out of my hand when I fucking first time I fired. Like I'm like, if I did not have a good grip, that thing would have been gone.
yeah, it would like fly out of your hands. Like that's why like the dude like Brad was showing me. He was like, dude, always point that shit forward. Like you don't want to fucking hurt us. But that
Exactly,
shit
yeah.
is loud as shit, man. So it's just like, man, like
Less
we got
loud than Dunkirk though.
less loud than Dunkirk. But like, just like if y'all go out there, just be prepared for that shit. Because it kind of freaked me out a little bit. Like it kind of
Plus,
freaked me
dude,
out.
be careful when you do things like that with the toasties, because I'm telling you right now, there's no way I would have went. I'm not scared of guns. I'm scared of these fucking people y'all probably went with.
Honestly, it was just the main.
It's like, you know
we
what?
did-
I'm sick of Transformers, Nick. Fuck you.
I'm about to put a Ragnarok in your ass, motherfucker.
No, don't worry,
Bah, bah, bah.
It was only 2 at a
Don't go
time.
with
It's not
Gary.
like it was 8 people in the freaking range. It was only 2 people in at a time. And 2 people to actually fire and 2 people to kind of like make sure you're doing your thing. So we put you with like someone like Anthony, someone that's not gonna end your life.
Wait, I just realized something. Did we ever pay?
I was trying to pay, but I think
I did
Ganja's
Like I
the
said,
real
it was on
MVP.
sale,
'cause-
man. It was a school year sale.
No, because the thing is,
I sold him my college admission form and they gave us a discount.
Okay.
did you wait? What?
I said I gave him my college admission form and they gave me a discount.
I can't tell if you're joking.
Shh.
No, yeah, like, were you in college?
No, I didn't. I barely passed high school.
Okay,
The
was
fuck
that
you talking
too
about?
good of a fucking joke that none of
Yeah,
us got
it
that
was.
shit? Like,
Wow, damn, that shit just went over the moon. Holy shit.
damn.
The thing is,
I'm
Anthony has a
from all the
point.
drug stories.
Because I went out to pay. Because I thought it was per person, so I was paying my thing. I just see Ganja just signing some papers and paying for us. I'm like, oh, okay. Ganja's a real MVP. He was paying for like too much stuff. Like he kept paying, for me and Anthony's food, like all that
I
stuff.
like
I'm
how
like,
this motherfucker
I was
just
trying to pay
disappeared
him.
now that
Like,
you're
I was
saying
trying to
this. Oh, what are you saying, Ruthless?
I didn't say anything.
I don't know. Somebody said something. But no, like that's just cool as fuck though. Like Ganja, yeah. Like I mean, that's awesome. I feel like I want to thank you too, just for taking care of everybody too, because like it's just fucking awesome. The only problem is like if I ever go and I don't do that myself, then I'm gonna look like a lesser person. So fuck you for that.
That's right. Cooper already feels bad because he can't smoke as many people as me.
No, Ganja like was really on that shit, like, cause he was just like, hey, I gotta take all you guys out to a really nice dinner. Like, just wear something nice. Wear something nice.
That was my favorite.
That was you fag.
I did do that shit. Here's the best part. I forgot to tell Allie to look up somewhere nice, so we ended up going to like a bougie ass, like a busted ass restaurant instead.
We went to
Yeah,
a
and
24-hour
motherfuckers calling me a cholo and shit for 24
Oh,
hours.
fuck you. That outfit was 100% Chicano.
Hey, at
No,
least
You're some blood out shit, bro. You're fucking like.
Hey, Anthony, you might have been dressed up like that, but at least you weren't wearing swim trunks like Gertz did when he thought we were going to a fucking Springs.
Oh,
Yeah, because somebody didn't tell Gertz that we were going to Terry Black's instead of Barton Springs. Like, that's all on y'all.
So he's wearing flip-flops and shorts when he shows up.
hey, don't listen to Alan, because apparently, like, Alan thought Barton Springs was a restaurant. So yeah.
What? Because I read the text as let's go to Barton Springs for breakfast, not or breakfast.
But see, here's the thing, though. I just want to bring something up really quick because I actually found a picture of Anthony wearing what we were talking about, actually. And here it is over here. You see it in the background.
Oh my god! That looks exactly like the fucking shirt you're wearing. I'm sending that to the chat right now.
Yeah, dude, fucking Los Santos Vagos. Anthony in the background.
Wow.
Like, hey, it's at the chat, Holmes.
I was even like making like because they was making racist jokes and shit like that, talking about this the entire time. And then when I try to like chime in on the jokes and shit like that, that guy JV was like, "Hey man, that was too far, man. That's racist,
No,
Holmes."
no,
Like,
you're
stop.
right.
Oh yeah, I remember.
You gotta
that.
do the accent because JP has a stereotype accent. I fucking love it for him because I thought that was fake for the longest. Yo, man, that shit was racist, Holmes.
Dude, you thought it was fake, too? I could have sworn this whole time, like, since 2014, I first heard his ass. He's like, hey, man, I was helping out my girlfriend with the fucking house, you know what I'm saying, Holmes? And we're just chilling. And then, sounds like my fucking cousin
Because
Carlos.
I couldn't tell if he was hamming it up. Because sometimes, like, because I talked to him a bunch over the weekend, and sometimes I couldn't tell if he had an accent, but then other times the accent would come out, you know?
No, and I like
Considering
when
I've
he
been
gets
drunk
excited,
in the
too.
condo
Ah,
and
there it
trying
is,
to wreck
the
home, no,
Chicano
I used to like
Anthony.
that.
Wait, what happened?
Chicano Anthony inside the chat room. Vato!
There he is.
You know the funny thing is he's wearing my glasses.
I know. What's up with you motherfuckers in the glasses?
Because I was just handing it to whoever wanted to wear them. So we have pictures of 90s wearing my glasses, and in that photo, Anthony's wearing my glasses right now.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, man.
he
no,
got
look at
pink eye
Anthony
because
there,
I wore his glasses.
Fucking hell, but Anthony, I don't know if you're going. I don't know if you're gonna join the fucking Vagos anytime soon or something, dude. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But that shit was amazing. When I saw that, I was like, holy shit! Like we're actually really fucking family. That's great. Like,
La Famiglia.
you fucked it up. Say that shit one more time.
That is Italian,
dish is
sir.
that shit.
You failed.
Mario
You're wrong
would
in
be
two
fucking
languages.
Mad about that shit.
Oh, leave it alone.
You confused the rice and beans with the linguine. I told you about this.
No, apparently that's too racist. Apparently that's too racist for JV.
No, was that too racist or was it something else? No, because that was when you were talking about. God, we were talking about the people working in the kitchen, and you were making you were making really stereotypical Mexican.
I was making that same joke, and JV was just like, "Hey, Holmes, man, that's too much. That's too racist, man."
Because you went so much further. You went so much
No,
further.
man, come on.
You just said, the Mexicans working in the back, they're really good. And you're like, man, they're so efficient. They know how to do stuff. You know how they are.
You know how to work on my shit, Holmes.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he said. He did the accent. He did his Anthony's accent too. Like he did the accent as well.
I think how Alan would wish he could go further into the joke, but then if he does the Mexican accent,
Yes.
it's not racist.
Hey,
No,
the only
it's
do the. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Oh, okay. The internet's probably fucked up or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Oh, and what happened with that picture, Anthony?
Okay, fuck Adrian for that shit. Fuck
Hey.
Adrian. Versus family.
That is the
Terry
picture
Black.
of the trip.
Just sneaking in fucking pictures. Just sneaking in pictures and shit like that. I'm just chilling. Minding my own goddamn business. Her and Jimmy just snickering and shit just like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
Hey,
like, God damn
and
it.
to be fair, is that better or worse than the photo I took of you and Marcus?
Probably worse. The one where I'm like, look like I'm having a fucking stroke and shit. So it's just like, God, you'll probably see it on Facebook or whatever. But it's just, I felt like that the entire fucking weekend, just people just taking random ass pictures of me. I mean, like, before I fucking land, I'm trying to get some fucking sleep. It's good when taking pictures of me and shit while I'm sleeping. I'm just like, God damn, I can't win. Just like, wow.
Oh, I had to, Anthony. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. You really didn't have to.
No, you really did.
Oh, yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yes, I did.
Thank you, Adrian.
You're
Oh
welcome.
my
Thank
goodness. No, you know what? Now, honestly, just to be a dick, I'm gonna try my best to come to the next fucking get together thing, and I'm gonna be taking the most unflattering pictures of Adrian and fucking Jenny.
Thank you.
I'm gonna get y'all back. You're gonna hate the fuck out of me.
Yeah, you say that, Nick, and then I'm gonna be taking really unflattering photos of everybody because I'm doing that the whole.
I'm gonna be wearing a mask. You guys can do what the fuck you want with me.
We'll find it.
Alan taking pictures of people sleeping and shit. So yeah.
Okay, you make that sound way creepier.
Perfect. Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Why does it look like you got caught stealing a purse?
Dude.
I was just chilling.
Dude, that,
Hey, so there's no way to explain that, by the way, Anthony. There's
That
no way to
face
explain
is
that
you
shit.
chilling?
Yeah, you
Just
were
chill.
stroking the fuck out.
Yo, I can explain. You want to know what actually happened with that picture? How
Did
that
someone
actually
stick something up your ass? What the fuck is going on?
Kilgore's even like, I would say like, nice to meet you and how you doing, but like that, you're freaking me to fuck
Okay,
out, dude.
so the story behind this photo is we're all
I
sitting,
love
same
that
place,
one.
Terry Black, same place, and Jet was putting on some lotion and she couldn't close her zipper, so she gives it to Anthony to close it. So I immediately took my phone out and sent the photo and got that.
Oh, because the lotion. Okay, that does feel weird when you have lotion on the purse, though, dude. Come on.
Yeah,
I get
hey, I took my opportunity, man.
Yeah, no, I feel for you, Anthony. No, I would have made the same face. You just.
Oh
Okay,
my
be
God,
honest, you look kind of like electrocuted or some shit. Like you look really bad right now. I'm sorry.
It's like,
Dude, I was just laughing my ass off with Dijon put. He's put like when the homeboy puts you on water lookout. And he's trying to steal the soda. Someone in the background stealing soda.
Oh man. Oh
I
man.
feel sorry.
I have
for Anthony.
unflattering
Fuck
photos of
up.
myself. I'm not gonna post them, but I do.
Like we said, keep the dick pics to yourself.
No, people even took this picture, and I'm sorry, I can't even make a reference to it, but they took a fucking picture of Anthony where you guys were like, I don't know if it was a bar or if I was at the kitchen or whatever, and you guys was Airbnb, but someone put a caption where it's like, yeah, when you're over there with your kids on vacation, you're
Oh
fucking sick of
yeah. Yeah, you take your kids on a dinner date because in that picture I didn't realize it, but it did look like I was just aggravated with everybody. I'm just like, they don't know how expensive this shit is.
Wait, which picture?
No, when we was at Spartans. It was at Spartans. I want to say that was the second day or whatever. And I just we just took that picture.
Oh yeah, that was the big photo that they took of us. And
I kept getting that the entire weekend though. It was like, why does Anthony look like everybody's dad? I'm just like, I don't know what that means.
Hey, like what Alan said, man, you look old as fuck.
I look old as fuck. There's like with that picture that Ruthless just posted. Daddy's sleeping right there. Daddy's sleeping.
Yeah, I know. Oh my
God.
goodness, man. But no, well, that's gonna be it. I'm fucking tired.
a long night.
Yeah, it's been a long night, long week.
Until next year when
I
we successfully kill ganja.
Fuck
Yeah.
you. Even whiskey said I was like a buffalo in the wild. He put like 10 spears in me, and I was still not going down.
I want to say something.
Whiskey was great,
Oh,
man.
Whiskey, he's awesome.
No, he's awesome. But that motherfucker, I saw his ass on Facebook trying to get Anthony to buy some fucking drinks. I saw that shit, Whiskey, you fucking sly motherfucker. Anthony, I hope you didn't buy a motherfucker any drinks, man. I really hope you didn't.
I want to maybe just one shot because I still owe Jimmy a shot because I ate her donut, so I still owe her a donut or a shot.
Is that what the kids are
Wait,
calling
what?
it?
No, like
God damn, you owe her a little something. Yeah, goddamn.
no, it was a voodoo fucking.
Did you
It
put
was
your
weird.
sprinkles on it?
Because it was like a weird Captain Crunch mixed donut too, and I was just eating that shit because I was just
Quick girl.
intoxicated.
I'm sorry.
We're slowly defeating him, Nick.
I'm just dying inside. I'm just slowly dying. No, like I still owe her a donut. Like I said, I got Tiffany a shot though. I did buy Tiffany a shot for taking care
You
of
owe her a shot, not a donut.
God damn you! Get out! Get out!
That's...
Nope. Not even gonna do it. Not even gonna do it. Nope. Not even gonna do it. No, but thank you to all the
Please
toasties.
leave,
though.
man.
This is
No.
Anthony,
No.
this is payback, man. This is payback for night one.
No, fuck that. But you know what? Like I said, toasties, thank all of y'all. Had a really good fucking time.
Yeah,
it was a really
awesome.
great weekend and shit like that. Thank you to Ruthless for inviting me to your Airbnb. Let me get drunk the fuck up. So that was really nice, just drinking out and taking all those alcohol and shit like that. Because, like, granted, you might make some stupid ass decisions, but you only live once. So I was just like, you know what? I'll just do it one night. Because everybody else was getting fucked up. So I was just like, you know what? And I wasn't expecting to get that fucked up too, because you're just like, oh, free alcohol. Let me fucking drink this shit too, because the North Door, I don't know how, because like when we went back, because I was actually buying other people's shots, he was just saying $3. That first night that I tried to buy shots at the North Door, that shit was like $7. So
Yeah,
I was like,
that's
fuck
so weird.
that.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
Their prices changed by the hour because sometimes it was $3, sometimes it was $4, sometimes it was $5. I think they just rolled a dice in the back and said, "This is how much you have to pay for a fucking shot."
Because that's why I thought he was going back. I thought he was going back to the North Door, but we wound up going to like the sunken well that night. So that's just like, well, oh well. So just like it was just me and 90s and this one guy talking about anime, and it was pretty fun. But go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna fucking closing up shops.
Oh
Because I know, I'm sorry, man. I want to go and laugh with the donut thing some more.
Dude, I just now recovered. No. Just now recovered.
Dude.
His donut just recovered.
I hope Jenny
My
gets her
poor little
donut.
donut hole, man. It needs to be saved.
Oh, no, we
Somewhere
did
right
it.
now, Jenny's waiting for that fucking donut at her house. She's just like, she's with the cheese, with
Man.
the wine. She's like, where's that fucking donut?
Okay, but before we end, there's a picture that Adri took of me talking to Jenny.
I
and I'm
don't know
just
what was
pointing
going
that.
on in that picture.
I was there. I don't remember that photo, but I was there.
I don't even remember taking that photo, really. But
Y'all drunk motherfuckers.
Damn, someone stole your fucking phone.
No, because I don't understand why I look like I'm pissed with Jenny or something.
Maybe she was talking about Power Rangers and fucking Krispy Kreme or some shit.
Maybe she didn't share her donut with you. I don't know.
If anyone was there,
Bitch, go get me a donut.
Yeah, there
there's
it
a
is,
donut,
there it
and
is.
Alan's like, where the fuck is it? Yeah.
I don't understand. Honestly, I don't even
Don't understand.
I don't.
Because I'm perplexed. I'm like, I remember that night.
Why does it look like you're about to backhand her if she don't get you a donut?
Damn.
You don't understand.
Bitch, I told you get the one with the cheese custard.
I'm fucking out of here, dude. People, this has been the Midnight Chat. Attack the chat. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't have the time.
Why is she looking? Oh, God. Fuck.